All right, welcome back to another episode of Cocktail and Neat. My name's Tim,
And I'm Heather.
and tonight we get to try my favorite.
Yeah?
Yep, Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. So this is A121. So it means that it is the first batch of 2021, which is exciting. So a little bit about me for the Elijah Craigs. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof is probably my favorite bourbon out there. I have all the batches from 2020. I'm going to get all the batches from 2021. I'm going to get all the batches from 2022, and so on and so on. And eventually, I will start emptying certain bottles, and it'll be a very sad day.
You just have to keep replacing them, I suppose.
But once they're gone, they're gone. You can't go back and get them again. It's
There'll be new ones that come up.
True, but it's like Booker's when we finally run out of pigskin batch.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah. So Elijah Craig does a 12-year-old barrel strength release 3 times a year. Mm-hmm. So they got batch A, batch B, and batch C. They're all very different, but they're all very, very good. To be honest, it's probably the best value in bourbon. It's usually about $50 to $60. Unfortunately, people are catching on. So now in Louisville, you're talking about $75, $80 a bottle. Still, even at that price range, well worth it. Last week we tried Shanks and Baumburgers, so you're talking the same price range. We'll see what you think compared to that.
Okay.
But it is a very, very good whiskey from Heaven Hill.
All right. Elijah Craig. I'm getting vanilla. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, giant vanilla bomb.
Whoa. Yeah.
And
just
oak.
like smells like a baking factory.
Yep, vanilla and oak is what you get, definitely.
Higher proof.
Oh, yes. This is barrel strength, so it comes in at
I feel that one.
123.6.
Oh, wow. Getting like oatmeal. That's tasty.
And then a
That's a long, there's a lot going on. Very complex.
very, very long finish, and that finish is all oak and pepper.
Well, I get like sweetness in there hopping in every once in a while.
Yeah.
That's good. You can see why you like it.
Yep. I will say it's not my favorite. Batch C from 2020 is probably my favorite, but that was a big brown sugar caramel bomb.
Not surprising.
This isn't as sweet, I'll say that.
Really? Because I find this pretty sweet.
I mean, I guess it's sweet. There are sweet notes in it, but it's got a very big spice component
Yeah, I get that.
that overpowers the sweetness eventually. So, whereas batch C from last year was just burnt brown sugar caramel, like deliciousness. But this is still very, very good. To me, it's well worth the money. If you can find this, definitely buy it up. Depending on where you are, actually, there are certain places that people don't ever buy the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, and you can actually find some from 2018, 2019 just sitting on the shelf and nobody's buying it, which if I ever saw that, I would buy it up in a heartbeat without a doubt. But yeah.
I feel like Elijah Craig maybe is one that's not as well of known name, maybe.
It's one that is kind of like, it's looked down on. Kind of like Wild Turkey stuff. People are like, oh, that's just like, or, like Wild Turkey, actually. Like, they're just like, oh, that's always around. It's not high class. It's just Elijah Craig. It's meant to be poured with a Coke or something.
Yeah, like if you go to a bar,
yes,
you would like see it, like a little cluster on the shelf or something.
Exactly.
And, like any standard bar would have this to mix something with. I take it there's like a standard Elijah Craig.
Yeah,
not
Elijah Craig small batch.
Okay. That would probably be way more common.
Yes, and it runs about $35.
Okay.
So, and then something new Elijah Craig and Heaven Hill's doing this year, which is pretty exciting later in the year. They're going to start Elijah Craig Barrel Proof single barrel selection program.
Ooh.
So be on the lookout for that. They haven't said what the age statement will be on that, but you can get 12-year-old Elijah Craig small batch single barrel picks. So it's not unquestionable that they might have 12-year-old barrel strength store picks coming out here by the end of the year.
Go.
Which I'll be collecting all those too.
Yeah. Those would be good.
Yes.
Yeah. Once it becomes a store pick, it's like, oh, you're not really going to go wrong.
Nope. Especially when you find that store that you trust, their palate. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm getting more like earthy notes on the nose now that we've been sipping at it a little while.
Yep.
Wow.
I mean, it's very good.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, it's very complex. There's a lot going on. It's got a lot of spice to it. I'll say that.
Yeah. For me, sometimes when it's a higher proof, it's hard for me to tell if it's spice or if it's the alcohol burn.
Yeah, I don't get a ton of the alcohol burn. I get a little bit kind of lower in the chest. But it's, again, I've had other ones that burn a whole lot more.
Yeah, it's not like harsh, like all the way down.
Right.
It's that, a little bit down
it's
there.
The nice, it's warming you alcohol burn, not the unpleasant ethanol, like I just drank paint thinner burn.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I would say this should be drank neat.
I like it.
Yeah, you can agree with my decision there?
Yes, I can.
Was it one of those where you weren't actually going to let me pick cocktail?
Correct.
Oh, well.
That was not an option.
So I chose well.
I take it back. You can pick cocktail, you just can't actually ever
actually
put it
do
in
it?
a cocktail.
Oh.
That would be a very sad day.
I see. Well, don't worry. I am not going to choose to put it in a cocktail or suggest to put it in a cocktail for any of you watching out there. No, this is good.
Yeah.
I can see why you like it.
And the good thing is each iteration is very, very different. So I've tasted a couple of the 2019s. I have all the 2020s. Now I've had the first of the 2021. Seems like the A batch always comes out really spice forward.
Yeah.
And everything like that. And then it slowly kind of mellows out by C. So it'll be interesting to see if it follows that path.
Pattern. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say if you hunt around your area and you see an Elijah Craig barrel proof sitting on the shelf for the $50 to $70 price range, buy it and try it. The worst off is it's a little too hot for you, and you can always add water to it and bring it down. But you just can't go wrong with an Elijah Craig barrel proof. It is honestly one of the best bang for your bucks in bourbon right now.
Okay. There you go.
So, once again, thanks for watching. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.